We went camping with the family this weekend and I wanted something really easy to work on, so I dug in my yarn stash and dug out my chunky yarns, and this is what came out of it. I started with just a regular slip knot, and then I made a chain of 20 stitches. Nope, sorry, 24 stitches. And when you get to the end, you're just gonna skip that one and work your way back down. And same thing at the other end, you're just gonna put your one extra stitch and work your way down. And I just kept doing that same thing for 16 rows. And here's what that looks like. And then to start doing the side, you're just gonna work your way. You're gonna have to pick up the stitches on the side. I don't know if there's an actual formula or something to this, or if you're supposed to pick up certain ones. I just pick up whatever looks spaced right, so that it kind of lays the right way. And you're just gonna work your way across the side of it there. I think I ended up with 16 stitches on each side. And there's the end of it. And when you get to the corner, you're not going to increase or anything. You're just going to keep working your way around the corner. And this first row, you're only picking up that one piece of yarn there, because this is the original single chain that we did at the beginning. So you're just picking up the other side of that now. And on the corners there, because you're not increasing, as you go around, it's going to start folding up, and that's what you want. So I've worked my way all the way around here. The important thing is just to make sure you're trying to pick up the same amount of stitches on each side, just to keep it even. And now I'm just going to keep working around and around until I run out of yarn of this color. All of the yarns I used in this were just scraps. So when I finished with the tan color, I did one row of white. And I didn't tie the yarns together or work them in or anything. I always do that at the end, just because when I get going on crocheting, I like to just keep going. And then when I finished the white, I left the white attached and I did one row of blue. Because I figure where I'm going to kind of keep switching between the white and the blue pretty quickly, I would just leave it attached in the back rather than have all these extra threads where it's really not going to show much. But you'll see what I mean a little later. So when I finish my one row of blue, I'm just going to try to snug everything up in the back, and then I'm just going to pick the white back up that I had left attached from the first row of white. Okay, and after I finish that one row of white, I'm just going to do the same thing and keep going with the blue, except I'm going to do 2 rows this time. I wanted to do the rows of white progressively further apart so that it kind of looks like the waves in the ocean, how they look farther apart the further out they are. And you can see again here how I'm just kind of trying to keep everything snug. And then just picking up that other color again. And you can kind of see here, there's that little piece of white in the back. It's not a big deal, it's just a storage basket. I mean, you can cut them and reattach them each time, but I feel like it's more work than it's worth, usually. So you can see in each time I added the blue, I did 1 row, and then 2 rows of blue, and then 4 rows of blue. And then after that, I did run out of the white yarn. So I did have to work that end in. I didn't quite finish the row, but it's in the back, so you can't really see it. So after the white was gone, I just kept going until I used up all of the blue that I had left. And when I got to the end, you can see I just pulled out that extra little bit that I left to work in. And using a sharp metal yarn needle, you're going to thread that on. And then you're just going to kind of splice it in. You're going to go in between the yarn and work it back in. And you want to go in a direction that's going to kind of lay down that knot you have at the end. There, you see how that pulls it all nice and snug so it doesn't stick out as much. And then you're going to take it and you're just going to work in all of the ends that you have. And once all of your ends are worked in, that's it. Like I said, it was super easy. I wanted something I didn't have to think about too much while I was up at camp. If you like this video and want to see what I get up to next, you know what to do.